Hello! I wanted to do a quick video because I know it can be kind of overwhelming to get started and to find all of your resources online with your new Morning Meltdown 100 challenge. So I wanted to show you how to access everything that you're going to need in order to start this program. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you are going to want to go to www.beachbodyondemand.com. So beachbodyondemand.com. And you're going to come up with this first sign-in page. Now, if you have bought a challenge pack with your coach, you don't need to join now. What you're going to need to do is log in. And if you haven't already created an account, you're probably going to have to sign up and just use that same email address that you have sent your coach. And it'll have you like set up a password and stuff like that. 99% sure that's how that works. So I've got my login information entered here, so I'm going to click log in, and it's going to take me to my home page. Now obviously this is going to look a little bit different on your phone if you're accessing it on your phone, and so what you're going to need to do is you are going to go to workouts, and it'll probably be the first one that you see. Since it's one of our featured programs right now, you should see Morning Meltdown 100 first. So you're going to click that. And if I were you, I would bookmark this page. Favorite it, star it, save it to your home page, whatever you need to do to make it as easy as possible. Now, in order to find your workouts, you're going to click Workout List. And this gives you all of the videos that you need. It gives you your getting started, your introduction to the nutrition, the sample workout, and then right now, since the workouts are not available until Monday, we have our Mini Meltdown 5-pack prep workouts. And so if you're doing your prep workouts, this is where you're going to find them. It gives you some details on what you're going to need. So if you click details, or even I think if you just click right here too, it'll show you. It gives you an overview of what that day will probably look like for you, what equipment that you need, so that you can have everything lined up before you press play. So on some of these workouts, you're going to need some dumbbells and some weights, and some of them you're just going to need probably some water and maybe a towel. It gets pretty sweaty. So that's how you access your workouts. If you go back up, I also want to show you your program materials. So I know a lot of you guys getting started don't have your kits in yet, or your packs, and so you're kind of thinking, okay, I can't access my nutrition guide, I don't have access to my B100 book or my getting started guide. So when you get your kit in the mail, you're going to get these three things with you. So this is your B100 workout nutrition tracker. But if you don't have your kit yet, you can also find your B100 book on your program materials, which is right here. Sorry, my dog's whining. So you can click on this PDF and it'll bring you to a download. So obviously this is a lot of pages, so I wouldn't recommend printing this whole thing since you do have a physical copy of the book coming. I would maybe just print the first few pages. It gives you an overview of, sorry, I went down too far. This is your commitment page that you're going to be signing. It gives you an overview of what you're committing to from Jericho. And then, Bailey, stop, I'm sorry. So then you're going to keep going down. And your first assignment is your perfect morning routine. So you want to do this reflection probably before you start day one. And then there's also another kind of pre-prep activity that she has us doing. And then we get started with tracker number 1. On Sunday, one of the most important things that you can do for yourself. 2 of the most important things you could do for yourself. Number 1, meal plan. I would probably start this on Saturday. That way you can do some prep on Sunday. I like to plan my meals first, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and then I make my ingredient list. And if you're in our challenge group, Amy has done a great job of putting together some meal plan options for you. And then I go through and prep whatever food I can on Sunday to make it that much faster. I find that if I have the food in the container in the fridge ready for me, I'm less likely to eat something else because my meal is already ready. It's already portioned out. All I have to do is pop it in the microwave and then I can eat. The second most important thing you're going to need to do for yourself on Sunday: measure yourself, weigh yourself, and take pictures. Um, I hate taking before pictures, but it is so valuable in order to see your transformation. I was listening to a call this morning from one of the Morning Meltdown 100 test group participants, and one of the things that she said that she did was she also took videos of herself. She put on several different outfits. She took videos of her putting on those clothes, how they fit, kind of a 360 view. You can't really argue with video proof. And so a lot of people will say, oh, you photoshopped that. You can't trust before and after photos. Videos you can't change. So take some time on Sunday before we get started on Monday. Weigh, measure, and take before photos. I promise you it will be worth it. If you need help on like where to put the measuring tape or like what kind of angles you'll need, let me know, and I'd love to kind of send you some guidance on that to help you get started. All right, so there's where you can record your measurements. I don't know that I will print a photo. Maybe I will. I think it would be cool to have it in here and like date it. That way when I go back and look through my B100 book another time, I can say, wow, look how far I came. And then there's some more activities. So flip through the first couple pages of your B100 book before you get started. All right, back to Beachbody On Demand. I also want to show you your Get Started guide. In your kit, you will get your Get Started guide. It's just a few pages, but it's a really valuable read. It'll take you maybe 2 minutes. If you don't have your kit yet, here's where you can find it. It gives you some great information on your workouts, how the program is structured, the titles of the workouts, things that you're going to need, and some steps to get you started. And that's pretty much it. That one's a really easy read. I also wanted to show you, especially if you don't have your kit yet, or if you're kind of on the go and you don't have these books with you, you can also access your nutrition guide online. So this is the nutrition guide that you're going to get in your challenge pack. It has all of these wonderful recipes and meal ideas and tips on how to get started with your nutrition. That's going to be one of the most important things for you in this 100 days, because if your nutrition is not on point, then you're not going to see the results that you're going to want to see. And so this is going to be, along with your devotional and your B100 book, your nutrition guide is going to be right up there with some of the most important things you're going to need to keep up with, which is why I'm really glad it's online, because I'm not very good at keeping track of like papers and like books and stuff. So I'm really glad this is online. So here's your nutrition guide. The first thing that you're going to want to do is figure out your plan, whatever meal plan you're doing. I know a lot of people in our challenge group are doing the portion fixed containers, which are great. That's what I use because I like the structure of it. There are also a lot of people doing our to be mindset, which is a little bit more flexible and more about your mindset. So if you're that kind of person and you don't really like having a rigid structure, you're more of like a type B kind of person, kind of go with the flow, to be mindset might be more up your alley. So the first thing you're going to need to do is figure out if you need to lose weight or maintain weight. And this is how Jericho and her team has set this up for us. If you're not doing portion fix or to be mindset, this is what I want you to look at, because it's very like layman's term, which is great because I'm not a professional. I'm learning a lot as we go, and so having these resources are really helpful for me, and I know it'll be helpful for you. The top one is if your goal is to lose weight. 1x is 1 portion, 2x is 2 portions. So depending on your weight and depending on what plan you're in, that'll tell you how much food you're going to need to eat that day to keep your body fueled. So I am on plan E, and so if I was just using this table, I guess, or graph, I would have 2 portions for breakfast, a super snack, which there's recipes for those in your book and later on in this document. I would have a portion for lunch and a snack at lunch, another super snack, and then one portion at dinner. So depending on what weight you are, it'll tell you kind of which plan and what your target calories are going to be for the day. And instead of like tracking each individual calorie, this is an easier way to do it. If your goal is to maintain weight, you'll look at the second table, and that'll give you some more guidance on that too. If you're doing Ultimate Portion Fix or 2B Mindset, it tells you right here that your 2B Mindset or Ultimate Portion Fix plan is the same. Some programs have it structured a little bit differently, whereas like you would go up a plan or down a plan, but with this one, you're going to stay exactly where you are. So if I'm Plan E in Portion Fix, I'm going to stay Plan E if we're doing Morning Meltdown 100. Gives you some tips on shakes and different supplements you can add. I am really loving Energize right now. It's our pre-workout, and I just got Recover, so I'm excited to try that post-workout too. Some Beach Bars make really great snacks, and they don't taste like protein bars, like that gritty like flavor that you can get just at whatever store. They actually taste really good. Gives you some guidelines on the recipes, and then we jump right in. So if you are on the go, or you forget your book, or you're sitting at work and you're thinking, oh, I need to figure out something for a snack later, or dinner when I get home, or the next week, you can see these online as well, and it gives you the whole book. So going to go back to our Beachbody On Demand. You also have access to your wall calendar. Now you'll get this with your kit, but if you don't have your kit, it might be worth printing this off and keeping track of marking off your workouts as we go until your kit comes in. I feel like that'll be a really powerful thing, especially for me, because I'm a to-do list person, so I like crossing things off my list. There's also a prep calendar. We're running a little bit out of time for that, so jump into those prep workouts. And then if you want, this is kind of an alternate calendar, which I think is really cool that they offered this option. If you want to have like for real rest days and not like active rest days, they've made an alternate calendar for you where you've doubled up a couple of days. Now there are two workouts built into this that are Freestyle Flow and Revibe, which are more active rest days. So it's a lot lighter. It's more like yoga, Pilates based, not so cardio focused. And so I'm going to try really hard personally to not have any like full no workout at all rest days and do those active rest days because I'm really committing to myself this 100 days. So I understand that that's not reasonable for a lot of people, and maybe it won't be reasonable for me once school gets back started, but I'm going to try. So if that doesn't work for you, check out this alternate calendar because that's pretty neat too. They also have a 60-day calendar if you're feeling really brave. Go for it. That's not me, but I'm sure it's somebody out there, so check it out. And then we've got, obviously, our other languages down there. So that is how you access your workouts. It's how you access all of the things that are coming in your kit if your kit is not here yet. If you have any more questions about this, reach out to your coach, and I can't wait to get started with you guys. Monday's coming. Let's go.